Have you noticed how our bones seem to complain more as the years go by? A cracking knee, a sore back when you wake up, or that constant fear of falling? Well, here's something important. It's not just age. It's also about what we put, or fail to put, on our plate. Many people believe calcium alone is enough. But the truth is, there are powerful, and rarely talked about, foods that can naturally strengthen your bones, without relying solely on milk or expensive supplements. Osteoporosis affects millions of people worldwide, and the risk of serious fractures such as a broken hip increases dramatically after the age of 60. Today, I'm going to show you 7 natural allies that help keep your bones strong, healthy, and protected. And if you're in your golden years or caring for someone who is, this video could be a game changer for your health. So go ahead and leave a like, share this video with that stubborn family member, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss a vital tip on longevity and quality living. Aging is a privilege, but it doesn't come without its challenges. Anyone over 60 knows it. The body changes. What used to be easy, climbing stairs, carrying groceries, getting out of bed with energy, now demands more effort and care. Your skeletal structure, the same one that supported you all your life, begins to lose density in a quiet, gradual way. And this is natural. As we age, our bodies produce less of certain key hormones, like estrogen and testosterone, which are vital for maintaining bone mass. We also absorb less calcium and produce less collagen, both essential for strong, resilient bones. Maybe you've already felt joint pain, stiffness when you move, or that subtle weakness in your arms and legs. And if you're taking medications for blood pressure, diabetes, or cholesterol, know that many of them can interfere with bone health too. But here's the good news. This isn't a reason to give up. It's a reason to act. Understanding what's happening inside your body is the first step to making better choices. And nutrition is one of the most powerful choices you can make. With the right foods, you can naturally rebuild your bone structure, improve your balance, reduce joint pain, and even prevent fractures. Now that you understand the importance of this topic, let's begin by revealing the silent villains that may be weakening your bones without you even noticing. 1. Soft drinks, the invisible calcium thief. Cold, sweet, refreshing. Who hasn't enjoyed a fizzy soda at lunch or during a hot day? But behind that taste lies a serious threat to your bone health. Most sodas, especially colas, contain phosphoric acid, a compound that disrupts the body's calcium balance. When phosphoric acid enters the bloodstream, it lowers the body's ability to absorb calcium efficiently. Worse, it forces the body to pull calcium from your bones to neutralize blood acidity. Over time, this creates a silent and progressive bone loss. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition linked frequent soda consumption to decreased bone mineral density, particularly in older women. And don't be fooled by diet or zero labels. These drinks still contain phosphoric acid and artificial additives that may disrupt your gut microbiota, which is essential for proper calcium absorption. After 60, it's best to eliminate soft drinks altogether. Instead, hydrate with water, sparkling water with lemon, herbal teas, or diluted natural juices. 2. Excess salt, the bone density saboteur. Salt enhances flavor, brings nostalgia, and is found in nearly everything: breads, snacks, deli meats. But too much sodium is one of the most harmful enemies of bone density, especially in aging adults. Why? The more sodium your body must excrete through the urine, the more calcium it also loses. This process, called sodium-induced calciuria, leads to gradual depletion of this essential mineral. For seniors who already have decreased nutrient absorption, it's a double blow. Moreover, high sodium intake promotes hypertension and vascular inflammation, which affects blood flow to bone tissue and reduces kidney function, both critical in regulating calcium levels. Minimize processed foods like canned items, deli meats, and salty snacks. Instead, enhance meals with fresh herbs, garlic, onions, and lemon juice to add flavor naturally. 3. Alcohol, the silent skeletal weakener. A glass of wine may seem harmless, even pleasant, and in very moderate amounts, it might have health benefits. But frequent or excessive alcohol intake is a proven threat to bone health. Alcohol interferes with the activity of osteoblasts, the cells that build bone. It also disrupts the liver's ability to convert vitamin D into its active form. Without active vitamin D, your body cannot properly absorb dietary calcium. The long-term result is a subtle but steady loss of bone density, increased fragility, higher risk of falls, and even visible shrinking in height over time. Limit alcohol to no more than 1 serving per week. Prefer antioxidant teas or herbal infusions as safer, bone-friendly alternatives. 4. Sugar and refined carbohydrates. The sweetness that steals strength: cakes, cookies, white bread, sweet pastries. They bring comfort, but also risk. For adults over 60, regular consumption of sugar and white flour can accelerate bone loss through multiple mechanisms. First, they cause sharp blood sugar spikes, triggering excess insulin release. Over time, this contributes to chronic low-grade inflammation, which degrades collagen, the protein that gives structure to bones and joints. Second, high sugar intake competes with the absorption of critical nutrients like magnesium and calcium. It also disrupts gut health, reducing the body's ability to assimilate those same minerals. Lastly, sugar promotes weight gain, which, in the elderly, is linked to reduced mobility, increased fall risk, and greater bone strain. Choose whole fruits over desserts. Use cinnamon, coconut, or raw cacao to satisfy cravings naturally. Eliminate industrial cakes, sodas, candy bars, and white bread from your regular diet. These 4 villains act quietly, often without causing immediate symptoms. But over time, they erode the very foundation of your body, your bones. And for someone over 60, one bad fall can change everything. The good news? Every one of these risks can be reversed. With awareness and daily decisions, you can protect your body from the inside out. And now that you've identified the threats, it's time to meet your natural allies, the foods that work for your bones, not against them. 1. Sardines, the small fish with a big bone benefit. Sardines are among the most powerful bone-strengthening foods nature provides. Rich in calcium, vitamin D, phosphorus, and omega-3 fatty acids, they deliver the essential nutrients your bones need to stay dense and strong, all in one food. What makes sardines truly unique is that they're often consumed whole, including the soft, edible bones. These tiny bones are a concentrated source of calcium, making sardines more effective than many dairy products. According to researchers at Harvard, a single serving of canned sardines can provide over 300 milligrams of calcium, nearly 1/3 of the daily requirement for seniors. Vitamin D, also found in sardines, is essential for calcium absorption. As we age, our skin's ability to synthesize vitamin D from sunlight decreases, making dietary sources even more crucial. Sardines offer a double benefit. They supply both the calcium and the vitamin D your bones need to work together. Enjoy sardines straight from the can, mix them into salads, or mash them into a healthy spread. 1 to 2 servings per week can significantly support bone health. 2. Kale, the green leaf that locks in calcium. Kale is a nutritional powerhouse when it comes to bone protection. It's rich in calcium, magnesium, and vitamin K1, a critical but often overlooked nutrient for seniors. Vitamin K1 activates osteocalcin, a protein that helps bind calcium to the bone matrix, preventing it from circulating aimlessly in the bloodstream or depositing in arteries. This not only strengthens bones, but also protects your cardiovascular system. The calcium in kale is plant-based and easily absorbed, especially when cooked lightly. Plus, its magnesium content supports nerve and muscle function, both essential for balance and fall prevention. Add chopped kale to soups, steam it lightly with garlic and olive oil, or blend it into green smoothies. Even 1 leaf a day can make a difference over time. 3. Almonds, the crunchy snack that builds bone strength. Almonds are much more than a snack. These tiny nuts are rich in calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus, forming a triad of minerals that support bone mineralization and reduce the risk of fractures. Magnesium, in particular, plays a key role in converting vitamin D into its active form, which enhances calcium absorption. Studies show that magnesium deficiency is common in older adults and directly linked to lower bone density and increased fracture risk. Almonds also contain healthy fats and antioxidants that support hormonal balance, important since declining estrogen and testosterone levels accelerate bone loss. Eat a small handful daily as a snack or sprinkle sliced almonds over yogurt, oatmeal, or salads. Soaking them overnight can make them even easier to digest for sensitive stomachs. 4. Tofu, the plant-based protein that mimics bone-protecting hormones. Tofu, made from soybeans, is a surprisingly effective food for bone health, especially for older adults. It's a great source of calcium and plant-based isoflavones, which are natural phytoestrogens, plant compounds that mimic the protective effects of estrogen on bone tissue. As estrogen levels drop during aging, particularly in postmenopausal women, bone loss accelerates. Isoflavones in tofu help slow that process, supporting better bone density. Tofu also provides high-quality protein, which is vital for maintaining the muscle mass needed to stabilize and protect bones. Add cubed tofu to stir-fries, soups, or roast it in the oven with olive oil and herbs. It's versatile, mild in flavor, and easy to incorporate into your weekly meals. 5. Sesame seeds, tiny seeds with massive calcium power. Sesame seeds are one of the highest plant-based sources of calcium, containing more than 800 mg of calcium per 100 grams, which is more than a glass of milk. They also offer magnesium, phosphorus, and healthy fats that support calcium absorption and retention. Sesame is especially valuable for those who are lactose intolerant or following plant-based diets. The seeds also contain lignans and antioxidants that reduce inflammation, a factor often associated with joint degeneration and bone loss in aging adults. Sprinkle sesame seeds over salads, roasted vegetables, or yogurt. Or try tahini, a paste made from ground sesame seeds, as a spread or dressing base. 6. Pumpkin, the soft and soothing bone builder. Pumpkin is rich in vitamin A, magnesium, potassium, and antioxidants, all of which contribute to stronger bones and better joint health. Vitamin A supports bone cell growth and renewal, while potassium helps buffer acidity in the body, preventing calcium loss through the urine. Pumpkin's magnesium content helps regulate calcium balance and supports the structural matrix of bones. For seniors, its soft texture also makes it an ideal food when chewing becomes a challenge. Make a creamy pumpkin soup, roast it with herbs, or mash it as a side dish. It's naturally sweet, comforting, and easy to digest. 7. Natural yogurt, the probiotic partner for strong bones. Natural yogurt is a classic when it comes to bone health, and for good reason. It delivers calcium, vitamin D, and probiotics, which together create a trifecta of support for the aging skeletal system. Probiotics play a vital role by improving gut health, which in turn enhances the absorption of calcium and magnesium, two minerals that decline in absorption efficiency with age. Additionally, yogurt contains high-quality protein that helps maintain muscle, preventing falls and supporting joint stability. Choose plain, unsweetened yogurt and pair it with fresh fruits, nuts, or a drizzle of honey. Aim for one serving a day to nourish your bones and your gut. Growing older doesn't have to mean growing weaker. Quite the opposite. Every year lived is a gift, and it deserves to be accompanied by health, mobility, and independence. And the foundation of all of that? Your bones. They support your body, protect your vital organs, and allow you to move, hug, walk, dance, play with your grandchildren, and live freely. What you've just seen isn't just a list of foods, it's a wake-up call. Bone health isn't only about calcium or medications, it's about the small, consistent choices you make every single day. Choices that can either weaken your structure or reinforce it. Simple decisions, like swapping a sugary snack for a handful of almonds, adding kale to your lunch, or embracing sardines not just for their taste but for their strength. These small changes add up. You don't need magic formulas or expensive treatments to protect your bones. What you need is attention, care for what goes on your plate, and above all, respect for your body. Remember, the foods you eat today are the building blocks of your body tomorrow. So let your meals be acts of self-love. Strengthen your bones, protect your health, and preserve your freedom. If this video helped you understand how food impacts your bone health, type strong in the comments below. That way I'll know I'm creating content that truly makes a difference. And don't keep this to yourself. Share this video with someone in your family or a friend over 60. It might be the tip that helps them avoid a fall, a fracture, or an unnecessary hospital stay. And finally, like this video and subscribe to the channel to receive weekly tips on longevity, nutrition, and healthy aging. Here, you're cared for, with real information and genuine guidance.